last time I was at the Ford Center was for Guns N' Hoses 2 weeks ago.
I was there.
I was going to ask, were you there?
I was ringside.
Were you?
When you're ringside, I'm just telling you, you see a lot of DNA kind of.
Well,
you see a lot of blood and sweat kind of.
And you love that, don't you?
You have to dodge it sometimes.
I know the feeling, because I don't know if you call it ringside, but 2 years ago, I drove one of the police cars in the opening. That's thrilling. I'll tell you, that's a real thrill. That opening ceremony is my favorite part of the whole event. Just watching the whole, that video package with the pyro and the lights, and then the fire trucks come out, and the thing I love about it that doesn't get enough credit is, yes, it raises money for the great charity 911 Gives Hope, but you also have an arena full of people celebrating the real heroes of the city, in my opinion.
No, I think that's absolutely right. There was 7,705 people, I think was the exact number there that night. It seemed like there was 17,000.
It did.
I mean, it was a loud crowd. It was an appreciative crowd. Mm-hmm. I'm sure a lot of those folks are not necessarily boxing fans, but they were there, as you say, to show appreciation to the men and women who protect us both in fire stations and in police cars. And they raised a lot of money for charity, and that's really what it's about. So hats off to the folks who organize it. Mm-hmm. It's a really dedicated team that works year round toward that. But also hats off to the people who spent money to get there. And I think I talked to several friends who sort of waited the last minute to get tickets and were surprised they were up high.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely right.
It's a big deal.
What did you think of the ring announcer this year?
I thought he was dynamite.
I thought he did a great job, too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
In this corner, representing the Evansville Police. No, he did really well.
I thought so, too. He's a new voice of Guns N' Hoses. I think they made a good choice.
He's on the camera, or on the iPod.
He may or may not be in the room as we speak. But no, I thought Ryan did a great job. That's one of my favorite events all year. In fact, two of my favorite events that we help put together with the radio station is the Guns N' Hoses, because I am a fight fan. I like watching the blood and spit fight as well, but also the toy drive with Christmas time. Yeah,
I would tell you that I love going to it, but I have to be a little careful.
Why do you say that?
I have to be careful that I don't wear red or blue, because if I wear red,
sure, okay,
all my police law enforcement friends are going to think I'm siding with the fire guys, and if I wear blue, vice versa. So I try to wear neutral colors.
What'd you wear?
I don't remember.
Okay, but it wasn't red or blue?
No, it was not red or blue.
Let me ask you this, and you don't have to say it on camera if you don't want to. In the back of your head, were you pulling for a certain team?
Here's how I do it. So if...
I have a method too, by the way, but what's yours?
If there is a member of the Evansville Fire Department boxing someone in law enforcement outside of Evansville and Vanderbilt County, I root for the firefighter.
Okay.
If there is a member of the EPD or the Sheriff's Department boxing someone outside of the Evansville Fire Department, I root for them.
So you're pulling for Evansville first.
I am. Now,
this is interesting.
The challenge becomes like when, I think it was about 17, when Sam from EPD boxed Russ from EFD.
Okay,
That's
you got
tough.
a problem.
That is really tough. So I root for a good match, and I remain neutral. I just want everyone to be safe.
Your thought process is a little different than mine. I take each fighter and I gauge them based on their entrance music, and whoever's music gets.
That's sort of like voting. That's sort of like betting on a horse based on the color of the horse.
Yeah, or that's how I pick football winners sometimes too. Just like, who's my favorite color?
I wouldn't want to take you to a racetrack.
you probably don't. I'm not a gambler. I'm not a big sports guy. Wrestling is my thing, as you may or may not know, but I like boxing and fighting as well. Like that, those are things that I can get behind.
Baseball is my favorite team sport.